Hello everyone, Elite Cameraman here. We have a lot to talk about today since Boom just dropped a new puzzle leak and I didn't make a video on the last leaks we've received. And all three of these leaks have secret messages in them, which means something big is happening in Part 3, and it's not something good. It's likely that even darker times might be coming for the Alliance after episode with how these leaks portray it. There also is a leak about 10-124 mystery from Iron Cameraman, which we'll talk about later in the video. But before we get into all this, make sure to like this video and subscribe if you don't want to miss the episode 77 Part 3 analysis, since it seems like a lot will be happening. Anyways, here we go. The first leak we received was actually something out of the ordinary because it was something Ibio received while he was live, I think. Boom sent him this troll selfie of a toilet looking oofy. And I'm gonna be honest, bro, looks like the donkey from Shrek in this image. I don't know how bro achieved the same look, but he somehow did. I wish there were some secrets in the background though, but as you can see, it just shows the same city from Part 1 and 2 where no other characters can be seen. We already knew something big was going to happen, but with the last secret message, the stakes have just went up so much. After this first leak, Boom leaked 2 images himself on Instagram. The first one was the image of an Astro toilet which says plan on the middle as the secret text, which probably means the Astros have a plan, and it's likely that they knew Camerawoman and all the reinforcements were coming, which means they probably have grounds to execute their plans perfectly. And the leak we see after this one's shows us a different perspective of the same scene, and the secret message on this makes me really worried after the latest leaks we received. We see Camerawoman with her new drip walking towards the Astro scene on the last leak, and goddamn she looks fire. It's always the ugly ones that get the best glow-ups in the future. I should have simped for her from the beginning, brah. Anyways, in this scene there isn't much else other than the fact that the reinforcement cameraman cannot be seen unless they are behind the POV of this image. There is a slight chance that all the reinforcements may have been killed before this scene, because if you watch the ending of Part 2, there was an insane amount of reinforcement. So the fact that we can see none of them makes me really worried, especially with all the secret messages. If the Astros succeed in killing all the reinforcements, even though they were just upgraded, cameramen are cooked. I can't even imagine what Titan Cameraman is going through at this moment. Also on this leak, we can see a small text on the right bottom which says, "Who's gonna save you now?" I think when this first came out, people may have thought this was meant for the Astro, but after seeing the last leak, it's entirely possible that this goes both ways, and we might see Camerawoman in very bad shape, even though her shape is just majestic. Anyways, before I move on to the next leak, let's talk about the 10-124 mystery. This last week, everyone has been going crazy over it because literally every Skibidi channel has been putting secret texts in their videos that say 10-124, while also Boom put it on his Steam page as well. As you can guess, people have been going wild over it, but today, Iron Cameraman made a video about it and asked Boom directly. He said, "Is 10-124 related to the release of some secret video, or does this event only apply to the Skibidi toilet plot?" Which Boom answered with, "This has no connection to the show at all," which probably means a new episode is not coming out on the 1st of October. This makes sense because we are probably getting episode 77 Part 3 before October 1st. And with the current schedule, it's unlikely that we can get Part 4, which probably will be another essential episode that fast. I guess we'll see what it is when the time comes. Now as for the last and the most essential leak. Earlier today, Boom messaged me and told me he was dropping a puzzle leak, and bro started visiting every Skibidi Discord server and posting leaks on random channels. And once you put all these leaks together, you get an image that shows this. And before we move on to what it says and what it means, as you can see, a part of this image is missing on the right, and it's been like 6 or 7 hours since all the other leaks have come out. So where's the last piece? It's a funny question because Steak apparently is gatekeeping it. This egghead is probably planning to stream tonight and show the leak after stalling for 2 hours. But either way, I think we can guess what it says perfectly fine, since the only logical conclusion is that the text says someone is dying. But now the question is, who, with the other leaks we saw? Camerawoman seems to be the main target Boom is trying to put, but it's so obvious that probably is not the case, and Blood just got upgraded, no shot she dies, she is too hot to die. Anyways, other than this, we see 2 Astros and 1 large cameraman, which reminds me of the thing I mentioned earlier. It's possible that the reinforcement squad dies completely, and this might be what it's referring to. But there also is the option that someone we don't see here dies. Also, it might seem like there isn't anything else in this leak, but there actually is one more secret here. If you look closely, there are some red marks on these images, and if you pay attention, you'll see that this is actually the silhouette of Astro Juggernaut, which means he'll also be appearing in Part 3. I really can't wait to see what happens, and with all these leaks, it feels like we'll be getting the episode soon enough. Elite Cameraman out.